to another episode of Restoring My Mini Pickup. Yeah, we've got 1 hour, mostly less than 1 hour now because I just videoed the intro and that. I did it on the wrong camera and I just filmed the wall. So we've got some parts arrived. We'll just go through the parts and open them up and then see if we can fit any of them quickly and move on from there. So hopefully some of the door catches and stuff, but we'll have to see on that. So yeah, we'll get that done. Burgers for tea, I'll get that in there as well. So again, thanks for all your support. Hit the like and subscribe. Okay, I'll open the load bed just so you can see, or put it in the load bed. So I've got this, the old trim strip that goes along sills and it goes along around the edges really. So I quite like putting that along the edge. So we'll see how that goes and see what people think. It's my car anyway, but I'm always interested in people's views. So yeah. Mini mine. Let's see what's in here. Open it up. Ooh. I think they're the rubber stops for the bumper. I think I might have ordered too many, but anyway, always good to put them on the shelf. Also, the joiners for the cables have turned up, so that'll do the front loom all right. What we've got in here. Yeah, see what you guys think. These are flasher relays, but I spent an extra £1 or so. And supposedly, these are ones that work with LEDs. So which also then mean that they work with normal lights, but also they're nicely timed. You're not going to have any hassles with them. They go on and off at the correct timing. Whether they do or not is another question. So let you know on those. So that's them. Square box here. Square box. I think this is the solenoid that's arrived. Yeah, so that's a solenoid. Again, whether we need it or not, but we can just use it as a terminal block for now, and also it then gives us the option later to chuck different engines in if I ever do come to sell it, and I'm not going to sell the 16 valve. One more thing, one more bag. What we've got here. Oh, came from the same people, so that's handy. New brake switch to go inside the car, and just a fuel pump. Fuel pump. I suppose there is fuel pump if you put fuel inside the washer bottle, but it's just a washer bottle pump. Don't know if it's standard or the correct version or what. I'm sure it's not, but that goes on the bulkhead somewhere. And yeah, so let's go fit some of these things. So yeah, none of the door catches turned up. So yeah, this just goes on. These, it's mostly I bought a slightly smaller version than I have done before. Ow. So yeah. Maybe I bought a too small a version. That's just where it's been, where they chop it, it gets a bit crimped at the end. And a suitable prying tool. I don't mind that actually, it looks quite nice. So yeah, normally I'll just tap it either with a hammer or the hammer handle. So normally I either just do them just down the sill, but because I'm not running arches, I'm thinking I'll just do it all the way along. So what I'll do is I'll put it on and then we can have a think about it and always change our mind. I'll just put some stills on there in a minute, people what things. Yeah, to be honest, I could mostly have gone slightly wider because actually it sort of shows off sometimes where I haven't, when you get the sills and the panels that you get, sometimes the lips are quite big. So yeah, I don't know, I like it anyway still, I'm keeping them. Nothing special now, just some of these connectors that we've got for the joiners. So these obviously are for like the side lights, the headlights, the earths. They all are used in the same instance. So we've got, big blue and a red, big blue and a red. So yeah, you have one big sort of feed that comes from the wiring loom, and then you'll have obviously the cable that comes in from the two lamps. So yeah, just connecting them up. a Zongtong ZT5055A 12 volt flasher for LED. Zongtong. And as always, I think this one then goes an afterthought. I think it's where the old hazards came in afterwards. I think originally they had indicators, then they thought needed hazards. So instead of putting another, they just throw stuff in. I don't know if we've got, yeah, looks like we've got fuses in those. I don't know if we're gonna need some glass fuses for those. I'm sure I've got some. This is the washer pump. Negative to earth. And that one. And then, yeah, obviously we've got the wiper motors, but yeah, it'd be nice to get this out nice and high. We could even mount it, I don't know, whichever way, but that's going to need mounting as well. And then the other thing, I've got the solenoid, which I guess screws down onto the bulkhead. And then, yeah, we've got some other grommets, which help if your bonnet actually does actually fit in the, isn't bent and actually doesn't miss the front thing. So I think that one goes there, but one goes here, but I think, no, they're completely random holes. That one is in a completely different place, that one. Does it go in these holes? And nothing. Hey, simple job. Oh, and we still need a bonnet catch if anyone's got the mechanism there. I'm thinking of putting an internal one in, but I guess that either goes through the front anyway, or designs. Well, there seems to be two little holes down here that look very similar to, well, or match the spacing of the solenoid. So I've got a couple of PKs, stainless steel ones. Oh, dropped one, so I've only got one now. So yeah, we'll pop that in and just do for now, innit? Just eyeballed the wiring. I think all the browns go together on one, give or take. White and red must be the trigger wire from the starter key. And so the other side's got to be the solenoid, the power that goes to the battery. So yeah, we'll work out with that because I think my battery's got a solenoid on it, so we can work something out. Worst case, we can just take off the trigger wire, and that's still just a terminal. And we could just put the battery onto the main one anyway, and just leave that inactive so it's just not working. And the solenoid and the starter motor works. We can do anything. We can do anything we want, Matthew, can't we? Yeah. Wow. After eyeballing 7 metres off eBay while I wasn't even at the car, 7 metres just as enough. So we've gone all around the arches. Need to just neaten up a little bit. Gone along the back edge there. Also stuck a bit along the back there. I don't think this shows it well in the colour in the shed. And yeah, along there. I don't know. Neatens the edge off. Worst case, you can take it off if we just light paint. Yeah, I don't know. Just cleans it up a little bit. I think so anyway. As I said, I think you can get different sizes. I went for a slightly smaller size than I normally do. That's just because again, I just randomly buy stuff off eBay. Cool. Okay, we're calling it. The thing I've got to do next is a battery cable, run that down. Got an earth to sort out, which is on that. So I just need a battery. So I might just, for now, just charge the one that's up in the red hot. We'll go home and charge that up. Managed to find the old fuse box, so I've just managed to all the fuses look good, so I've just thrown the fuses in. God knows if they were, I'll just copy them across, whether they're not ordered in the first place is another thing. But anyway, it will do to start with. And so yeah, we're not getting far off actually connecting the battery up, so I think, yeah, let's aim for this weekend to get a lot of the wiring and the battery in and wired up. Obviously we can't start the engine because we haven't got one. But we can check the flashes. We can hopefully, well, if the switch panel arrives, I think I bought one, but a kind YouTube fan has sent me one as well, so that's great. I think he said it's for commercial vehicle anyway, so it might fit because I know the later switch panels, they're stepped off because obviously you've got the big foam padding on the later cars, which hopefully we're not going to have. We don't need to. And yeah, we're going for a centre speedo with 2 dials either side, and obviously we'll put a rev counter in somewhere at some point. somehow. But yeah, so yeah, a few bits turned up. Hopefully some more bits will arrive. I don't know what we're waiting on. But yeah, again, the switch speedo and the speedo would be great if they arrived by the weekend, because again, hazards don't work without these, or the indicators don't work unless you've got the hazard switch. Obviously your headlights don't work without a switch either. So there's not much we could test. We haven't got a horn yet, so we could turn the ignition on, check the speed of the starter motor. Can't even do any indicators because, as I said, can't do the horn, can't do the wipers because we haven't even got the wipers on. So that's the other thing. We need to re-look at the wiper motor. We took it to bits ages ago, if you remember. And I can't remember what I needed to do to it now. So I think we need to just plug it in, see if it works. I don't really want to keep buying another one, but it's life, innit? If we can get it to work, we get it to work. Got to grease it up, as they say. And so yeah, I'm liking the trim. It can come off if it has to. It's not the end of the world, is it? Somebody will steal it anyway. But anyway, hopefully more productive video in the next few days. As I said, a bit short of time. All right, guys. Have a good evening. See you soon.